What's up everyone, this is Samson from Electric Bike Journal and I'm here to talk about the Aventon Aventure Fat Tire electric bike. This is a class 3 pedal assist bike that will get you up to 28 miles per hour with pedal assist, and there's a thumb throttle that'll get you up to 20 miles per hour. It has a 720 watt-hour battery integrated nicely into the frame, and that powers the 750 watt rear hub motor that has a peak power of 1,130 watts. This is an 8-speed bike, and that is all controlled by the thumb shifter that is on the right side of the handlebars. This bike has a cadence and a speed sensor. So the cadence sensor will sense when you are pedaling the bike. There's a nice color display integrated on the handlebars, and that shows you a speed readout, a battery percentage readout, and also an odometer to show how far you've gone. Out of the box, this bike comes set up as a class 2 e-bike, so that'll only take you up to 20 miles per hour. But once you download the app to your phone and you scan the QR code on your bars and sync that all up, you'll be able to unlock this to a class 3 bike, and that's how you get up to 28 miles per hour. The app is cool because it has the same information that you have on the display. So it'll show your battery percentage, your odometer, your top speed, and you can also share some rides on there on their social platform that they built. On the left side of the bars, you have the thumb controller, and this is where you access the different pedal assist modes, and there's an information button where you can run through the different information on the display, and there's also a button for your headlight and your tail light that is integrated onto this bike. The tail light is super cool. It is integrated into the back of the frame, and when you hit the brakes, it acts as a little brake light in the daytime, but when you have the headlight on, that brake light will always be on. This Fat Tire bike comes with 26-inch wheels with 4-inch Kenda tires, and that really helps give you that nice, plush, comfortable ride that people expect when you're on a Fat Tire bike. To help with the comfort and the cushioning of the bike, it is equipped with a front suspension fork with 80 millimeters of travel, and that thing is just awesome when you start hitting some dirt roads with a few rocks in there, and it's even really great on the bumpy streets. Standard on the bike are the front and the rear metal fenders, and those cover the 4-inch tires nicely. The brakes on this bike are hydraulic disc brakes, and those have 180 millimeter rotors on the front and the rear. It also comes with a nice big kickstand on the back of the bike, so you don't have to lean against a tree or the side of a building and have a chance of it tipping over. There are also options to get a front and a rear rack, so if you really want this bike to be super versatile, you can get either of those to help carry loads around the town. The estimated range on this bike is 51 miles per hour in pedal assist 1 and 19 miles in pedal assist 5. And we're definitely getting around those numbers, but it really all just depends on the terrain and the situation. So that's going to be different to each rider and how fast they want to get somewhere, how many hills they want to go up, and how mellow they want to take it. This bike comes in weighing at 73 pounds, so it's not a light bike, but the battery is removable, so you can remove that battery if you have to go upstairs to charge it. There is also a step-through model of this bike, so it makes it a little more accessible to everyone. The Aventon Aventure is just under $2,000 at $19.99, so you're really getting a lot of bang for your buck. We had a lot of fun riding this bike, and everyone who rode it just had a blast, and I even had some people that haven't ridden a bike in a long time, and they got on this bike, and they were just blown away. And I think it changed their perception of wanting to get back on a bike again, and just having that little bit of pedal assist really made them want to get outside and go ride the bike even more. Let's take you on a ride to show you some of the features that it has, and we got to ride it in a variety of conditions, from rain, dry days, city, out on some trails, and even got a nice little snow ride out of it. Gonna go through a quick loop through the neighborhood to show how the pedal assist works and the speeds it gets you to. And right now I'm in 0. The throttle doesn't work in 0, and I'm in the lowest gear and going uphill, and it's not so easy, so let's get going. Okay, got us in 1, gets you to just under 10 miles an hour. So let's get going. We'll go in 2. Click up a few gears, mellow our cadence out. 2, we'll call that 13. Okay, let's go to 3. Got to shift up, cadence picking up, since we're getting some more speed. 3 gets us, if I'm really pedaling, 17.5. But yeah, you're still getting a workout. It's not a free ride up the hill, even though you're getting an assist from the motor. Make this turn. Let's get it up to 4. Okay, 4 gets us to 21, which is quick. 21's good going uphill. We did a road race around this course and on a regular bike, and I was not going anywhere close to 21 miles an hour. So this is solid for going uphill. Tires hold well on this wet concrete. Could be slippery, but the forged tires, you know, get a lot of rubber on the cement. We're gonna get a little straightaway here, click us up to 5. You can really feel it pushing to want us to go faster when you're in 5. Gotta make sure to stop at our stop signs, and forgot to click down, but learned a little trick is get that throttle, get you going a little bit, get some speed, and you can change your gears to the right gear that you need. So since we're going uphill, 5 can get us to 20. But it really shines when it's flat or you got a nice downhill. We got a downhill coming up, so we'll see what top speed we can get. Let's hit it. Here we go. It's nice having the front suspension with these bumps. Definitely dampen some of the bumps in the road. Gives you a better ride. All right, so that was 28. We'll continue down. Gets a little steeper here. See if we can get this thing to 30. I think we can get it there. Dog obstacles. Go, still pedal it, push it hard. 33. People probably think it's a motorcycle coming by from these big tires. It feels stable. The bike's heavy, so it handles like a motorcycle a bit. And let's take some dirt. This is where this thing gets really fun. These fat tires really hold up. Oh, little jump. Suspension's good. It's definitely not a mountain bike, but it's really fun to take on these packed dirt roads and some gravel roads if you need to. Little tree tunnel. The brakes stop this bike really well too. Coming in at 73 pounds. Need some decent brakes. Oh, little dog obstacle. Snow day in April. Got the Aventon Aventure. Gonna see how it does in the snow. Here we go. Fat tires holding up. Kind of plow right through the somewhat powder snow, which is awesome. I aired down the tires a little bit to get a little more traction. Probably not the best for efficiency in the flat streets, but I want to get as much traction as possible in the snow. Yeah, I could see this being difficult on a skinny tire bike. You can see one track ahead of me. It's kind of squirrely all over the place. Little tree tunnel. It's a big tree that fell. No problem. Okay, another one. I don't think these trees are ready for this snow. Let's see if we can ride through it. Oh no. Definitely not riding through this one. Oh, all right, so this bike's a little heavy, but feels stable. Hopefully you don't have to do this too much, lifting it over trees. Here we go. More down trees. Okay, shouldn't be under here then. Let's blast through. Get to the stairs, go down some stairs, get back in the open so we don't have a tree fall on us. Okay. All right, we've had this bike for a little bit now and put it through a variety of riding conditions, and I even had a few other people ride it to let me know how they feel. And off the bat, we just love how the bike looks. Just a good looking bike, from the paint to a bunch of little decals on there. It's just an awesome looking bike. The integrated battery into the frame is just seamless. You can barely tell that it's in there from the drive side, and it's super easy to remove with one of the keys. The center of gravity is low on the bike, so it really helps with the handling. You can really kind of move it around on the road and it doesn't feel off balance just from the weight. The fat tires are very, very cushy and nice. We aired them down to ride in the snow and some dirt, and they held up super well, and putting some more air into them if you're going to be riding on the street just helped with the rolling resistance. As mentioned before, the fenders are a definite bonus on here, and they're great for the wet spring conditions that we've been riding this in, because who wants to go in the store with wet pants and a wet behind? Just a few cons about the bike are how heavy it is. It comes in at 73 pounds, so it's not a light bike by any means. So if you need to lift it up some stairs, or if you live up in an apartment, it'd definitely be hard to bring it up there. Luckily, it does have the integrated battery that you can remove to charge it, but still, if you're going to be trying to move this around or lift it into a vehicle at 73 pounds, that is a pretty heavy bike to lift. Also, the cadence sensor has a little bit of lag to it, so if you're in a higher pedal assist mode and you're at a light or something and then you give it a little pedal, it kind of does lurch forward, so it will launch you forward if you're not expecting it, and that can throw some people off. How I was kind of countering that was, if I would get to a light, I would lower it into a lower pedal assist mode and just, work my way back up to the pedal assist that I want to be at. And that helped for being stopped at lights or a stop sign or something like that, just not to lurch me forward. So, who do we think this bike would be good for? This bike would be great for someone who is a little adventurous and rides around the city and occasionally wants to hit a dirt path. It's definitely not a mountain bike, but you can hit the trails that have some stumps and rocks in there, and it's gonna handle it, just gonna be a little heavier, and the fenders, you don't want to bend the fenders if you drop it or anything like that. This also is a great bike for someone who lives in a city that has some rough pavement, because I live somewhere where there's a lot of potholes, and I've definitely hit a few unexpectedly, and the front suspension and the fat tires did a great job. This would be super fun at a campsite. If you have a way of bringing it there, if you have a motorcycle ramp you want to put it in the back of your truck, or a low-loading rear hitch rack that can handle the weight of this bike, it'd be really fun to bring around. You can load some firewood from the camp store on the racks and just cruise around and have a good time. The Aventon Aventure is a super fun bike. We had a lot of fun riding this. Every time we got on this, we'd have a big smile on our face, be cruising around going 20 miles per hour with the throttle, and if we saw a little dirt path on the side of the park, we'd just go hit that and have no worries at all. It was super fun riding around town and even just going in the snow. If you're looking for a fun, adventurous bike for under $2,000, this is a great option. Stay tuned for more videos like this. We got a lot of fun stuff on the horizon, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything.